Okay, so I got a call from a client today, and he wanted me to record a drum part for him. And his requirement was that he wanted the drums to sound old. And I said, okay. And he was going for a vibe. It's for a song that's going to be placed into I think a TV show or a movie or something. Anyway, he just wanted the drums to sound old. He wanted them to sound Ringo-esque. And I was like, okay, I got you. So a couple things I want to show you here. First of all, if you look at the drum set, you're going to notice when I go to the top camera here that I've got tea towels on the drums, right? So now, what I'm doing here, let me come back over to this camera. I'm using my floor tom as my mouse pad, so I had to move the towels out of the way. So what I do here is I'm doing the tea towel trick. Now, for young drummers, if you don't know what the tea towel trick is, George Martin, who was the producer of the Beatles, back in the day when they were recording onto 2 4-track machines, and before there was good recording equipment, outboard gear like compressors, really good compressors, and good gating and stuff, the drums, any overtone in them would cause immense feedback, and the drums sounded bad. So George Martin came up with what is known as the tea towel trick. And, you know, at high tea time, they'd bring in a tray with tea on it, and there would be a towel in there, right, to wipe up any spills or what have you. And so he was like, well, we're going to put the towels on the tom-toms, you know, to keep them from ringing. The bass drum, I have what's called a tunnel bass drum right now. So I've taken the front head off the drum. I've put a pillow up against the head, which normally I don't do. And then I put a moving blanket on the front of the drum to give it that very low end thud sound. Now, as the video goes, what I'm doing right now, just so when you're watching this, you understand, I'm recording the video, but I'm recording all the sound that you're hearing from the drums into Logic. I'm not going to, for the video, I might mix the drums a little bit as far as the mix, you know, turn the bass drum up or down or what have you, snare drum up or down, but I'm not going to do any reverbs. It's going to be dead dry on purpose because what I'm trying to achieve here. And the product that I'm going to eventually talk about here in a second, but it's the snare head. Very dead sounding. And really, honestly, kind of not a lot of rebound. I have it tuned really low on purpose for the effect of the recording that I just did. And again, it's very Ringo-esque sounding. So. Very Ringo-esque sounding. Now, here's the important part, why I decided to do this video. Anybody who follows me here knows that I've been an Aquarian drumhead endorser forever. And so any of you guys who are, you know, thinking about getting into recording, and you're going to start doing some sessions, the first thing you're probably going to do is start collecting gear if you haven't already. We always, us drummers, we love to collect snare drums, and I've got a great collection of snare drums. Picking the right snare drum for a session, changing the snare drum can change the entire session. But to get this particular sound, to get that dead 60s, 70s sound, what I'm using is this. It's an Aquarian super kick. It's a bass drum head on the snare drum. Now check this out. Let me go back to the top camera here. It's really kind of a cool idea that they did. It's just a snare. It's a 14-inch head, right? But as you can see, the light above it there, it says, there we go, put it over the symbol, Aquarian super kick. And it just has this built-in, you know, dampener on it. There's a felt dampener. It's glued onto the head. And as you can see and hear, just very dead sounding. Now, I don't know that I would ever take this head out and play it live like this. I mean, I might, depending on the gig and what it requires. But for the session, man, this thing is perfect. It's absolutely amazing. And it's tuned really low, you know. Again, back to Ticket to Ride again. And as a side note, man, Ringo, come on. If you don't get Ringo, you don't get it, right? I wish I could think of drum parts like that. The fact that somebody thought to record that, oh my God, it's amazing, right? What a great drum part. And immediately recognizable. So anyway, the snare drum's tuned up really low. This particular drum, I'm a Gretsch guy, but this happens to be this is a pork pie, big black, with the super kick tuned really low. The stick doesn't respond real well out of the head because of the tuning, but man, does it sound great for this recording. So I'm going to highly recommend that. I'm going to highly recommend that drum head to anybody that has a collection of snare drums. You do some session work, and you're going for that dead sound. This is the way to go. And look, you can see, again, I'll go back to this what my students refer to as the sky cam. And you can see that there's no other muffling on it, like no T-towel, no nothing. Just that. And again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm purposely, for the purpose of like, okay, this is what the drums sound like before it goes into the mixing engineer or the mastering engineer, just dead. That's how I'm going to do it in this video for this purpose, so you can kind of hear that. But so yeah, for you younger guys who or people who are new to recording, you don't have a lot of recording experience, man, the T-towel trick, that is the way to go. The tunnel on the kick drum, again, got a pillow up against the head. I've got a moving blanket over the front with the front bass drum head off. Normally I have a front bass drum head on there, but it's very, very dead sounding, right? Very dead sounding on purpose. The T-towels on the toms, the super kick on the snare drum, and man, when I recorded this part for this song, it came out perfect. I called the client, and I'm like, if this isn't it, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so that's it. That's kind of my endorsement plug video for the Aquarian Super Kick Snare Drum Head. If that's something that interests you, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below to Aquarian. I will put a link in the description below to where you can buy the head on Amazon. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you want some drum lessons, you need some drum lessons, reach out to me at bartrobley.com, my website. I'll have a link to that in the description below. And until next time, go practice, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.